I'm Deja,
Darlene.
and this is Life as Two Moms. So, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe and check out our introduction video to see a little bit about us and what this channel is going to be. You can always do it at the end, but if you already have been here, welcome back. And
Coming from TikTok.
we're coming from TikTok. Welcome back to seeing us on somewhere new. Today's video, we're gonna get real, we're gonna get honest, and we're gonna get
Messy.
messy. We're gonna do an honest chat. In these chats, we're just hoping that if you relate to this, if you just want to hear about this, if you feel like it's not talked about enough, that you just have two people sharing their opinions on it, what they,
Opinions, experience,
yeah.
lifestyle.
And you guys can always share down in the comments below. We live in our comments. We try to respond to all. Some stuff we just can't get to, but we do want to hear like your guys' thoughts and opinions on what we talk about.
Yeah, what y'all want to see. What?
On today's honest chat, we're going to talk about parenting with no village and just how we've really been.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get into this just because I don't think people talk about it enough. And I think becoming new moms and also being a part of the
L and LGBT.
LGBTQ plus community, that it's very much real for a lot of us to experience not having a village, not having that support system, and having to find it within one another or just in yourself. And so we just want to touch on that because we feel like we got asked about it quite a bit on live on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Follow us. Everything will be down below. And we like answered it briefly, but how much we were being asked about it, I feel like it's because it's a real experience, it's a real concern. So we just want to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
So to start, we're going to talk about just what we expect versus our reality.
What we expected.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like just what people expect in general, like because you always hear it takes a village, it takes a village to have a kid.
Yeah. Or like you need one.
Yes, that you need a village. And it's like not everyone has that village. What's your opinion on having a village?
My opinion is it's I feel like it's wanted for some people, needed for some people. Um, but for me personally, I don't think it's needed. I think a village, in my eyes, is the family that you build.
Yes. I think I feel like we hide behind the expression "it takes a village." Um, People use that to excuse the disrespect, the lack of respecting boundaries, just anything like that. Like I think we use that to excuse a lot and just say, "Oh, it takes a village." So within that village, you have to like basically be okay with a lot of things.
No, you have to be okay with other people's opinions,
Yes.
and that's like, oh, you gotta exclude what they're saying, the negativity about you and your child, because they're helping you out.
We always hear about like it takes a village, but people don't talk about, well, what do you do if you don't have a village? As for us, I feel like I thought we were gonna have a stronger village. And the reason why I thought that is we're the two youngest in our families. And, typically being the youngest, like there's like a hype, like there's like a you're spoiled. You're the baby, like
Mm-hmm.
they're excited for you. So being the youngest, having kids, like I thought, oh my gosh, like a huge rally, but in a good in a positive way. And I really want to like emphasize on that. When I say like when I think of a village and when I think of the words like it takes a village, I want it to be a positive, like pouring into us, respecting boundaries and acknowledging like us, our feelings, our wants. We didn't have that, or we don't have that.
i.e., we didn't even have a baby shower.
Yes, we did not have a baby shower. Um, and I think that
Because of the fact of like the village that we were supposed to have, it was just very much.
it wasn't about us,
It was about the picture, about the
how it looked on the outside, or
yes,
what it was gonna be, or like just basically about other people's experience than our experience. And
like
I,
just be. I felt like we would just be looked at like a freak show.
yeah, I think it was gonna be a lot of people wanting to show up just to like say they went and then have stuff to talk about after the fact and call
Yeah,
amongst themselves and chit chatter. Oh my gosh, did you see this? Did you see that? And I think that was the start of when we realized our village maybe wasn't as there as we thought.
and I think it really showed after the fact because like once we did decide that we didn't want a baby shower and we still had a registry,
Ghost,
no
everything
one
went,
showed up there.
yeah. And it's really crazy because, like, making a registry, having a baby shower, all these things are supposed to be like the highlights of your
Like
pregnancy.
everyone hypes it up. Like, oh, people you didn't even expect are gonna
They tell you
get
you're
your
not gonna have to
shit.
buy diapers for a year.
Yeah, yes. Like we was
They,
told that.
yeah, they
Like,
tell you all these things, and that's not the case. That's the case if you have a village, but sadly, not everyone has one. So it's like, what does it look like when you don't have a village? And it's pretty much us.
mm-hmm.
Um, I will say we probably could have a little bit of a village if we wanted to, but we'd have to accept a lot of disrespect, boundaries pushed, opinions, and that's not a village. That's a dictatorship.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not right. That's toxic. And one thing we've said as being two young moms, the youngest, we've been through a lot of stuff in our lives, is we want to be the change for her. We want to break cycles in our families. We want to not continue just the patterns. And to do that, we have to make tough decisions, and that's choosing to walk away if it just does not fit us,
Even if it is hard.
even if it is hard. Because trust it is, we're not heartless. Like even like anyone can probably like find a way to relate to this, but like even just like when you know, like you full on know like it's not good to continue like a relationship with a family member, whoever the case may be, but walking away, they will paint you as like empty, heartless, like you don't care, and that's not the case. It's very hard to do that, but it's
Or
also,
like very much like the guilt trip. The
yeah,
guilt trip goes crazy. Like,
but it's also hard to keep putting yourself in a situation to keep being let down,
yeah.
disappointed, disrespected.
And I feel like that makes someone heartless, makes someone like want to just go MIA.
I think the ways that I feel like I thought people were going to show up for us, like, and didn't, was one, we did experience Mother's Day while I was still pregnant, but I actually thought,
But like I felt like we were mothers already.
yeah, like it was so close to the end. I was 9 months, and I thought that people would have wanted to make us feel special, like a little thoughtful something. Like we just got a call.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think it's crazy because like I mean we celebrated each other.
Yeah,
Like we got each other like a little rose, went out for the day. You know, like had a little made a date out of it, but like it just like the feeling of just feeling so like just pushed to the side or like not
yeah,
thought of is like it's crazy. Like and then I felt like we didn't want to say anything to each other of like how we felt that day to not ruin that day because but at the same time we felt like
I think I felt conflicted. Like I was like,
yeah,
well, I'm
like because we're like,
pregnant.
well, they can't be wrong, but at the same time, it's like
It's like no, we're mothers. Like we were mothers the day we decided to do this. Honestly, the day you decide to start this journey, you are now taking on a role. And we really became mothers when we saw the first positive test because guess what? Our love started there. We started looking into what we needed. We started doing the changes we need to do. We started preparing. Those are the responsibilities of a mother. So it didn't need to be that she had to be here for us to count as a mother. We don't take that away from people who experience losses or like just anything. So it's like why should our moment have had any less light like shown on it?
mm,
And it just wasn't fair. It also didn't feel very good.
that's everything.
That's okay. We have next year.
It's gonna be good.
Yes. And we have her and we can just do something like we can go all out for each other.
Well,
You But I think another thing is I don't know if you've seen like I don't know like how your TikTok was, but I very much turned into like people having their baby already and people are like
you're in medicine.
no like like just on TikTok like after she was like born or like even before that
Mm-hmm.
people were basically like posting like their mothers or family showing up and like what they did for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll be. What's that? Click on it. Not interested. People.
Can't relate. Like people's families showing up, like helping them meal prep, like bringing food, like coming to help clean up the house, like chores, giving you time to like take a
And
shower.
I feel like people are like that we know if they hear us say that it's like, well, we tried to up for it, or we would do that. I mean,
No,
they know you.
they
It's very much you just want to take care of my daughter.
yeah, like
That's not your place.
it's not it's not oh hey if need be, do you need us to do this so you can go take care of yourselves? No, it's not that wording. And people may like think it can like they can just like say they'll help and this that goes unspoken like that's what they mean. But wording is very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
How you say something matters all the time. The only person that offered to like be there in whatever way was our doula, and it's like I mean at the end of the day it was a part of our package, so it's like yes she has to do it, but it's just crazy. Like she said, even if you guys just want me to come over and watch her while you guys need to take a shower, while you guys need y'all's time. And she didn't even just offer that. She was like, if you guys need to go do groceries, like luckily we're two like strong people,
Independent.
independent, and we're realistic. So we were prepped for this. So we didn't need that. And I think
Yeah, like we
motherhood
had the dogs. I was after she gave birth, I was coming back and forth.
we had a plan
Yeah,
because
even
we
before the fact, like
yeah we
okay, if they do take the dogs and take them and watch them, so I can be at the hospital the whole time, because it's like a mandatory. You stay there 3 days. Then that's nice. But if not, I'll come back and forth to the
and
place.
I think I didn't want to set ourselves up for failure. I think even if you have that village, I I'm just speaking on what I see and like what I think. I don't know because I don't have it. But that village isn't that village sometimes doesn't stay long. They stay in that time of when that baby's a newborn, when that baby's cute, when that baby's small. And it's like if you have all this help then what do you do when that help disappears? Like you take on a whole different struggle. Like and so I didn't want us to get used to like the dogs not being around and having to take care of a dogs and take on a baby. And honestly, I have separation anxiety away from the dogs. So it just couldn't have worked. Um, I wanted to see what the dynamics were gonna be, and I wanted to see us rise to the occasion. And I think we excelled. And I also think we don't get enough credit about it, but whatever. But yeah, like you see other people's families showing up in that way or after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
That village. We didn't get that. We just get like it's not about y'all anymore, it's about her. It's about her not the youngest no more. Like,
coming from a Hispanic family, like not getting like the little like just to celebrate like new life coming and like it all like I feel like it all goes down to like well you're gay, so it's
and I'm very much the type of person, I try to see both sides of it. I know people are gonna argue like it's not that, but when she's like speaking on your family, when like you said you've seen them do this for other people, and so when it's not being done for you, and you have to like see, okay, well, what's the difference? It checks down to, oh, well, I'm different. I'm
like
different from like what you guys see, what you
even
guys
though like
want.
I've excelled like more than others and it's it'll never be enough and I've accepted that
Yeah.
because this is enough for me.
Yeah. When we decided against the baby shower, that was the beginning to an end of the support that we thought was there. Because after that, like everything just went like away. We were told empty promises. We wouldn't have to worry about this, even though we were trying to be prepared in advance. We're in our own little like bubble, in our own little lane. It's just the three of us, plus our two dogs. But for six of humans, it's just the three of
For
us.
6
Like, we have to like navigate things and figure it out as we go. Like,
yeah.
we don't have like people to call and say, hey, what about this? What about that? We're like figuring it out. Like, of course, like we have like, I think our biggest support right now is like you guys, if you're from TikTok, and then also just strangers, like pediatricians, doctors. I mean, it's their job, but like that's where like our support comes from. That's where we get like our information. That's where we
Mhm.
go with our questions. Because when we try to go to this so-called village,
or like even when people ask questions like to us like in person like random like oh they realize that we are like a lesbian couple with a child like and someone's like actually interested but in a good way like it feels good like it feels normalized.
we definitely only get that from strangers per se. And when we do, or when it's trying to be offered from the so-called village, it's very opinionated and it's very much, it's never a conversation. It's always like this is wrong or why this, or
And I also feel like
they treat us like we don't know anything.
yeah like
And the
age
thing,
comes into a factor and then the fact that we're gay.
yeah, and it's like the funny part is like they treat us like we don't know kids, like we don't know this, but had us watching kids as kids, but now as adults we don't know anything. Like, and I just think it's crazy. So many people have said in our comments like she's blessed to have two mothers. People are speaking on their experience of having two moms and said like she's blessed, like the love never ends.
Mhm.
And it's like, and that's true. So the fact that we get treated as like we're new moms, yes, but we're not dumb moms.
Yeah.
We're
We were very realistic.
we're very realistic. We
Like
educate ourselves. Like,
even if the fact at the end of the day, stuff can happen. You know, God forbid we ever this ever ends, never end. But I'm saying like the discussion of like
we talk
our
about
child
every possibility.
having a child. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we're still
We
her
look at
parents.
every angle. We figure out like, okay, if this was our reality this day, how would we approach that? What would we do? Like, we're very much realistic. We know things can just happen. We know things can come up. We know things aren't all like sunshine and rainbows. It
Mm-hmm.
was a big letdown. I felt very disappointed in the people around us. I still feel very disappointed. I don't even like it
I think
hasn't
I just blanked out. I don't think I really like think about it unless like you bring it up and you talk about it and you point out certain factors in it, and then I'm like, oh well, yeah, that was fucked up.
yeah. I think right now the disappointment's dying down and I'm more so angry because just like with our hearts and the way we are, it's like I wouldn't wish this for nobody. I would want to like I would want to show up for people. And so it sucks like to not get that back. So that brings us in to just how we're doing and how we're feeling emotionally about everything.
I mean, I'm doing good emotionally wise. I think I don't know. My head's just focused on like us. I don't really have no other thoughts of just like making like I want to make sure my family's
Yeah.
good. That's all. That's what my drive. That's what keeps me going. That's all I want.
For me, I'm not gonna lie, it is a little heartbreaking when I see like other people's families doing for them or just showing up in little ways. Like, you guys, on the day of me like going into labor, I had made one request to my mom, and that was if she could watch our dogs. If you could just watch our dogs while we go and
Like
see if like
5 minutes before your water broke.
yeah, and it's because it was storming and our one of our dogs gets really bad anxiety.
Shake.
Yeah, and so
He like jumps on you.
yeah, and I knew I would feel uneasy like leaving like that. And the dogs, one's trained, one's not. I understand the second one, but we were gonna bring a cage, and it wasn't even. I couldn't even get my sentence out. It was a straight no, and it's like it's just crazy. Like, but parents set us up to believe like, hey, if you need this, if you need that, like, I'll be here. Why didn't you tell me this? Why didn't you
Like
call me for this?
oh,
I did call
blood is
you.
thicker than water. Like I got you. You know.
So it can definitely feel isolating at times. I think the payout though is because we feel this way, because we know our reality, it brings all of us so much closer. We're so in line with each other. We know when one another's off. We know when we need to get right on track or back on track for the sake of her, because it is just us. Like, we have found comfort, we found that village within each other. Um, we're hoping she feels that within us. Well, we know she feels it. Like, we could feel that we're her safe place. We can see it. Um, so it's very rewarding too, but it's sad as to why it's rewarding. I think that makes sense. Ooh, Mookie's doing a little too.
She's fucking her butt out.
So, where do you find your strength to keep
Within my family.
like us?
Yes.
Mm.
Within it, like, and also just having that mindset of like if I don't do the best for myself, I can't give y'all the best, and I want to give y'all the best.
And you do.
What?
You really do.
Sometimes I really do like I don't feel like I'm doing enough.
No, like you've shown up in so many different ways. Um, since having her and just since like knowing like our situation of like not having a lot of people, like she made sure I was getting out the house, like, still like going on, like postpartum depression is still very much real. And she makes sure as I get out, she isn't just like, oh, like what does the baby need? Like she asks me what I need, like what can she help me? Like how can she support me and like taking care of her? Because I do exclusively breastfeed, so that's a big task to take on. It's a big role. It's no breaks. I'm not complaining about it. I love it. But it is no breaks realistically. Like my body is centered around her. And it's really draining at times. And so she does what she can to pour into me. And I think it definitely goes into how people say like sometimes marriage isn't 50-50. Like I do definitely feel like since giving birth, she has taken on like a lot more. Like I think it's been 85 was the other side of 85-15.
And you went to college.
Yes. Okay. But it's also late.
Mm-hmm.
And mommy brain, I get to use that. I think that's very much true. She has taken on a lot more, and I'm just grateful. I really am, and I don't know, like I really am. I'm grateful. Like that's all I can say is I'm grateful to like have a wife to be like so supportive to me and to her. Um, and that's where I think is one of the wins being a part of the community and having kids and facing like things of no village is it's a different type of experience. It's a different type of bond. Like I think when you guys are truly like bonded and in sync, you'll know when to step up. Basically, like I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like it should be a given, and this is what I told you what I was gonna do, and I feel like also at times like before the fact, before you were pregnant, before like we started a family, like you were there at my lowest, so like why shouldn't I be here to support you in all the other ways, you know?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is, you guys, we don't want to paint this as that it's just easygoing and perfect. It is far from it. There is a lot of adjustments. The biggest thing that took a hit after she was born was maybe our marriage a little bit. We had to backseat in our marriage, get a system going, and then get our marriage back together. We can touch on that in another video, just like how being parents like affected like the
Our relationship.
yeah, our relationship, like the good and the bad times. But it's definitely not just this pretty picture that we're painting. But we're just trying to show you that it's real. And even within those hard times, we still wouldn't change it. Like I would still go over it. Like it's messy, but it's real and it's raw. That's what I can say about this whole experience. Like it's a very raw and real experience.
Yeah. And that, I mean, at the end of the day, like we're doing it to like uh show people, but also for ourselves. Like if even if this video got 0 views, like it's something to look back at.
It's something to look back at, and honestly think sharing and talking about this with you guys, not only like do I feel like it could reach and help some people,
Mm-hmm.
it helps us. It helps us take the time to reflect and just really sit with our
It's like a little
emotions.
therapy
It
session.
really is. It's so therapeutic. Like I think it brings us closer.
It does.
I think we get to see like the other side. And I think because like as much as
It's pushing.
people
It's also it's pushing me out of my comfort zone. I don't know. I don't. You're a yapper, but
but it pushes me to like I'm a
discuss more
yapper, but I don't talk about like
your feelings.
vulnerable and like my
Yeah.
feelings all the time. So I think like yeah, we're being pushed in both ways. So this is helping us like find an outlet. I guess we found ours. We just discovered that right now.
Yeah.
To wrap everything up, if you are in a situation like this, if you think you going into having kids with your partner will turn into having no village, we see you. You're not alone. You it's nothing wrong with you, and you can still very much get through it. You can push through it. It will not be easy. If it is easy, go off. That's tea.
Mm-hmm.
But there will be challenges. There will be mistakes. But there'll still be laughter. There'll still be happiness. And something that my wife always has to remind me is don't get so consumed in like those hard down times. Like remember the smiles. Remember the good times. Remember just the happy moments. Don't let the bad times dim, like take the shine from those moments.
Mm-hmm.
Like let those moments stand on their own.
Good. No, I mean, I'm excited. You know, that's it.
Anyway, you guys, that ends our honest chat of just how it is parenting with no village and just how we're really doing and what we felt about it. If you guys have any similar experiences or just anything you can relate to, please leave it down in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And
Hit that
also,
bell. Oh my
yes,
god,
hit
I
that
feel like
bell.